Hey, how's it going? My name is Dalton Evans, and I'm here today to give you three reasons. That's three reasons why you should play Tell Me Why. Tell Me Why shares a lot of similarities with other story-based decision-making games like The Walking Dead, Tales from the Borderlands, also Life is Strange, those kind of games where you make decisions and then along the way you have to deal with the consequences of those decisions. And Tell Me Why's big thing that separates it from the crowd is its direct addressing to the transgender community as far as giving them a character to latch on to and have a story about. So the first reason you should play Tell Me Why, the first reason is the characters. They're both very interesting, and they both have a lot of emotional trauma that they're dealing with. You've got Allison, who is the normal female, and then you've got Tyler, who is the individual transitioning from being a girl to a boy. And in the process of that is where the story takes place and goes from there. Tyler and Allison, they both have very different motivations for what they want to do. When they reunite after their 10-year separation, there's a lot that they have to dig up and uncover and resolve between the two of them. And one of the biggest things, if not the biggest thing, is the mystery surrounding why their mother did the things that she did. Because in the first part of the game, the opening of the game, the first episode, we see Tyler's mother approaching him pre-transition with a loaded gun, presumably with the intent to kill him. And so from there, you're like, well, why did she want to kill him? And she did know that he was kind of curious about transitioning. So the thought is in your mind is the idea of transitioning for their mom enough that she would want to kill Tyler, and that's the question that the game poses to you. And so when they reunite and they eventually resolve all of their, they get ready to deal with the house that their mother left them, they find that they have a separation in the ways that they want to handle things, because Allison is a lot more worried about the relationships that she has and that she's built over the years, and Tyler is more worried about finding out specifically what happened to his mother. Why did she do the things that she did? And that separation of direction is one of the things that really is interesting to watch Allison and Tyler go through, because Allison is really leery about digging up past emotional trauma for the community that she lives in, whereas Tyler, like I said, is super obsessed with just finding out why their mom did the things that she did. The second reason that you should play Tell Me Why is absolutely based around the story. It's a good mystery that shouldn't take you too long to beat. Each episode's a few hours. You can probably knock it out in a weekend. And it does a good enough job of stringing you along, giving you enough breadcrumbs along the way, that you're left with just enough answers and just enough questions that you want to keep going and finish the game up. And the biggest question that the game asks, obviously, is why did their mom want to kill Tyler? And as they progress through the episodes, the game slowly gives you more information, and they start to uncover the truth, which takes place much more. The truth is revealed a lot more about her past and what they didn't necessarily know. And as they uncover more about the past, the present for them makes a lot more sense for why their mom did the things that she did. And the third reason why you should play Tell Me Why, is the relationship that Allison and Tyler have. And that's one of the things, if not the biggest thing, that separates it from other story-based games like The Walking Dead, Tales from the Borderlands, Life is Strange, those kind of games, is the shared memories that they have, which are essentially little mini scenes that play out for the two of them when they experience a very emotional moment. And it's through this part of the game that you make your decisions of how you think that things happened. So Allison might remember a thing one way, and Tyler remembers the thing in an entirely different way. And using the clues that you have at your disposal, you decide what you think is ultimately the best choice to make, the best memory to go with. It's not too far-fetched to say that they're going to have a difference of opinion of how they should proceed on different things. And that kind of brings it back to the first point, which is obviously, since they have such different backgrounds after their years of separation, they have much different goals and much different strategies for how to pursue things. Allison is a lot more weary of digging up past pains and asking about sore topics, like the sore topic of their mother to their friends, because she knows that none of them, it wasn't a happy memory for anyone who had to deal with it. Versus Tyler is much more focused on, I want my answers no matter what. And that separation of the way they want to approach things, that deviation, is part of the struggle of the game, because the most powerful thing they have is their memories together. That's how they kind of see the past. But whenever they aren't together, at least as far as I could tell, their memories weren't as strong, and it was harder for them to interpret what their memories actually were. And so they obviously are the most powerful whenever they're united, but then when they split, they're a lot weaker and the memories are a lot hazier. So that is three reasons why you should play Tell Me Why. The characters, to start off with, the story, and the relationship that Allison and Tyler have are all great parts of the game that make it a pretty decent experience if you're in the mood for a mystery game that will only take you a few hours to beat. So do me a favor, drop a like on the video if you enjoyed Tell Me Why. Leave a comment down below if you think that Tell Me Why did a good job of putting itself out there as a good competitor to other games like Tales from the Borderlands, The Walking Dead, also Life is Strange, those kind of games. Let me know how you think it stacks up against those, because I think it does a pretty good job. I think that it would definitely be in like a top 5 for me. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll talk to you next time.